Continue. So method of powder preparation, very simple. The common method, comminution, comminution, a big word. It essentially means crushing, mechanical crushing, reducing the particle size by mechanical method. Okay. And mechanical chemical synthesis or mechanical alloying, that's another common way to get your powder. Okay. And chemical synthesis, there are different category for chemical synthesis. We said we are dealing with material, you cannot hate chemistry. Quite often you have to deal with chemistry. Okay, not complicated. Solid state synthesis, we'll talk about them. Solid state synthesis, which means you synthesize, the reaction goes through pretty much solid. Okay, liquid state synthesis, which means you have to kind of using beaker chemistry for lab scale or large scale, right? Starting from some types of liquid. That could be precipitation, some powder coming out, precipitate out from liquid called precipitation, solvent removal, drying, okay? Gel route, we'll talk about that. From a solution, become a semi-soft, semi-transparent, like a gum stuff. And then from there, we get powder, we get other material, gel route. Vapor state synthesis, you are starting from vapor, silane, to make pure high purity silicon or silicon carbide. Okay. Other method, granulation, to put fine particle together into soft agglomerate. And there are different considerations. The industry selection of powder synthesis route. Naturally, you have to consider what? Primarily depend on cost. How much can your customer pay for this stuff, right? Local situation. You produce in China versus in India versus in the United States. You probably have different local mines, different local minerals. You choose different stuff from local source because it's quite often locally sourced would be more available and quite often cheaper. Makes sense? And the requirement for specific applications. And the most ceramics, we said before, and we say it again, most ceramics, we are using them in what form? Bulk form. Powder bonded together into sintered ceramics. Most of them, we are using them in bulk form, meaning powder is only a intermediate for most ceramics. But of course, there are for certain applications that powders would be what you got from ceramics, such as abrasive powders. You are making a polishing slurry. You end up with getting the powder that's enough as long as the particle size is decent. Makes sense? For diamond grinding media, paste, silicon carbide paste, aluminum oxide, that powder is in the use. Battery electrode. I don't know whether you handled battery electrode. Battery electrode is actually ceramic powder quite often dispersed in a organic medium, and then you just dried it onto a aluminum or copper foil and then crush them together. You don't really using heat treatment to bond the powder together. It's just a ceramic powder dispersed, well dispersed. Okay, catalyst. Quite often it's powder, very fine powder dispersed onto some types of substrate, or so-called support, catalyst support, or fillers, right? Fillers. When you have like the tire for automobile, the black color comes from where? Automobile, the black tire, carbon black, right? In that case, my carbon black, my powder is enough. I will just mix my carbon black powder as long as they meet certain size. I mix them into my rubber. I get my tire. Make sense? Similarly, for paper, the white paper, believe it or not, people add titanium dioxide into this paper to give it that whitish color. And in that case, that titanium dioxide powder would be my end product. And I will just mix it with paper slurry and getting paper sheets. Make sense? From ceramics point of view, I end up at powder. But for majority of them, people powder is only a intermediate. Okay?